Hey guys, Stasha, the period coach here, and I'm going to talk to you today about menstrual cups. This is one of those subjects that comes over and over and over and over again. It's a big thing. We're constantly answering the same questions in the Facebook group, which is fine. Keep them coming. But I thought that I would take a minute today and just give you my top 3 questions from my Facebook group and answer them for you. Okay, so the very first question that I get is, how do I pick a cup? Very good question, because there's a lot of them out there. So the first thing I'm going to do is say, it depends on where you live. Most of them you can get anywhere in the world. They'll ship, but it's also nice to buy local. So take a look at where you're buying locally. I do have a quiz on my website that helps you pick a cup if you're interested. I'll put that comment in here, but or that link in here. But they're not always available to everyone all over the world. So that would be better if I gave you some tips on buying a cup so you can just look at them, okay? So cups come in lots of different sizes and shapes. There's tall, thin ones. There's squat, wide ones. There's lots of different sizes and shapes. This is where getting to know your body comes in really handy. So there's the before birth and there's the after birth cups. Logically speaking, if you've squeezed out a baby, you're going to need a wider cup. Except that's not always true. I know a lot of women that have had kids that get the afterbirth cup and find themselves leaking. So where are you? What is your vaginal canal like? Have you had a lot of kids? Then yes, probably the afterbirth one is going to be the one you need to go with. But even so, if you've been doing your yoni egg technique, if you've been doing your Kegels, you might not need the after birth size. You might want to get before. So if you feel like you're tighter, if you feel like things are uncomfortable vaginally, you know that, right? You might have some toys, and some of those toys you can't use all the month long because they're a little bit too big sometimes. Let's be real. This is a taboo-free zone. Maybe you've tried a cup before and it was uncomfortable. It was just too big. Know that. Look at the different cups. If you even do a Google image search, you'll come up with amazing cups and all the different shapes and sizes. So look at the ones that are a little bit more narrow if you are, in fact, narrow. No shame in your game, girl. What is the length of your vagina? Right? Longer cups are going to be good for women with a longer canal. Squatter cups are going to be better for women with a shorter canal. Yes, you can cut the stems off the bottom. That's not always going to work. So can you feel your cervix? If you insert your finger into your vagina, can you feel your cervix? If the answer is often no, either you have really short fingers or you have a really long vaginal canal. You're not alone. I often cannot feel mine either. Probably longer canal. Okay, so then maybe a tall, narrow cup would be better, or a wider squat cup would be better, okay? So think about those kinds of things. Maybe just something in the middle, okay? Your cervix moves throughout your menstrual cycle. Hopefully you've taken one of my courses like FPMS, where we talk about charting and things like your cervix, or YBYF, where we talk about charting and things like your cervix. If you haven't, maybe get in there, or watch the Red Circle Summit, where we talk about charting and things like your cervix. Okay, so your width is your comfort level. So again, you know, that before birth, after birth, we were just talking about width. If you haven't given birth, you still might need to think about width. And then material. There's different material. If you have sensitivities to any kind of materials, you're going to want to go look at the material that the cups are made out of, and you're going to get rid of ones that may be problematic for you, right? Okay, how do you insert? Question number 2, how do you insert? Here's the thing. There's a lot of different folds for different women. Again, do a Google search and you'll come up with a lot of different folds. Let me tell you what, mostly the easiest way to do it is just to fold the cup in half. Super easy, in and out, donezo. There's lots of folds though. So if you feel like it's not working for you, feel free to Google some different pictures, whatever. But there's lots of ways to do it. The fold is not the problem. Generally speaking, getting into the fancy folds is just stuff that us period coach type people nerd out on. It's not really the problem. Really, the thing about inserting the cup that matters more is getting a good squat or getting a good leg up. Okay? So one thing you can do is squat. First of all, the squatty potty thing is true. It's amazing. You feel better when you use that for pooping. Just gonna go ahead and say that there. But that being said, squatting, maybe taking a shower, just squat down to insert, or prop your foot up on a table, on a table, who cares? Or on the bathroom sink or on the bathroom tub and insert. Getting that squatted position really helps to open and relax. And relax. The first time you're going to do this, the first 10 times you're going to do this, maybe the first 20 times you're going to do this, it's going to be awkward and weird. Relax. Get a nice warm shower, chill out, relax, deep breath, deep exhale, relax. You're not going to be able to insert a cup stressed out and tense, okay? So if you are stressed out, if you are tense, call it a day, walk away. Finally, check out your nails. Please don't cut yourself. Oh my God, it's terrible. Thank God the vagina is a quick healing organ material. But trim your nails. Buff, get a gel, something. But get yourself a manicure, girl. And then insert. Seriously though. And then finally, my secret is to give the cup a twist. So you're going to fold it however you want to fold it. You're going to squat, you're going to insert, and then you're going to twist the cup so that she opens and seals. Now I like to twist and kind of push her up a little bit so that I get a good seal, and then pull. She should stick. That means you've got a good seal. To break the seal, you're going to need to push in on the cup and break the seal before you pull out. This is especially true if you have an IUD. Okay? IUDs, as it turns out, actually can be pulled out on your own. I'm not suggesting this. I'm not saying go do it. But apparently some of them are actually made to do that. So some of them specifically will come out if you just pull the string. So suction, you're going to need to break that seal. So twist. To remove, push in on the side just enough that you can break the seal and then you can pull out. It leaked. What do I do? It leaked. Of course it leaked. It's going to leak. Leaking is what happens. It's a learning curve. It's not easy. The women that nail it on their first time, they're like super women to me. It took me so long to get it right. It's not always going to happen the first time. It's going to leak, and that's part of the learning process. I'm sorry, but they're amazing when you get them right, and you can do so much cool stuff with the blood when you get it right. So give yourself patience. Give yourself the room to fail. Maybe don't even think about it as failure. Maybe just think about it as I learned what not to do. You know, we are engineers of our own bodies. We learn good things. We fail. We learn new things. It's okay. So don't worry about it. It's going to leak. You just need some practice. Practice. There's no harm in it. Wear a cloth pad in the meantime, or a pair of Thinks in the meantime, or there's other brands coming out now, period panties. Wear something protective while you're learning how to do it. Honestly, I always wear something protective because I don't take my cup out until it leaks. And then I go, oh, I should probably take my cup out. So, you know, don't worry about it. Just let it. It's okay. It's part of life. Relax, right? That's the name of the game here. So go get your pedicure, practice, or your manicure rather. Practice, enjoy yourself, relax, take a deep breath, try different things. But at the end of the day, just practice. That's going to be the thing that helps. More information on all things period related, head on over to the Red Circle Summit, click the link, find out more, or join one of the programs and find out more and get your questions answered one-on-one. And always a good bonus, right? All right, signing off. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the inside.